Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going on an adventure. We're going to start our solar system mission. So everyone has their astronaut badges on and their training manuals in front of them. Yes? Thumbs up if you do. Perfect. Can anyone tell me anything they know about outer space, the solar system, planets, anything at all?
We live on Earth.
We do live on Earth, yes.
It's the third planet from the sun.
That is correct. Abby, do you have anything?
I was also going to say that we live on Earth, but I think is Jupiter the biggest planet.
That is correct. Jupiter is the biggest planet. So before we take off on our mission, we're going to do a little pre-quiz just so I can kind of see where you guys are so I know what we need to cover when we're in outer space. So go ahead and get your clickers. A little astronaut pre-quiz so that I can see what you guys know, so I can kind of gauge what I need to go over when we're in outer space. So let's get started. We're going to use the clickers. Question 1. The sun is which of the following? A ball of gases that emits heat and light. B, a giant flashlight. C, a really hot rock. Or D, a planet. Go ahead and answer. Correct. The sun is a ball of gases that emits heat in its own light, as we can see from our sun. It's emitting its own sunlight. What is the order of the planets? I'm not going to read them all, so take a second to read them yourself, and then I'm going to teach you an acronym to help you remember this. Whoa, 50-50. So 3 and 4. I'm going to go ahead and close this. Who answered D?
I did, but I know I'm wrong.
Oh.
I just read.
What is the correct one?
C.
C, that is correct. So real quick, I'm going to teach you an acronym. I'll go over here. Trick to help you remember the order of the planets. The first letter of every word stands for the first letter of every planet. So my would be Mercury, Berry is Venus, Excited is Earth, Mother is Mars, Just is Jupiter, Served is Saturn, Us is Uranus, and N is Nachos. So what I want you guys to do is put your clickers down, and I want you to close your eyes and pretend that you are in Florida at the Kennedy Space Center, about to lock onto a space shuttle. I'm going to get ready to take off. I want you to get out your Cornell notes, and I'm going to play a crash course video, and it's a little bit long, but you'll need the whole thing to fill out all of your notes. What I want you to do while you're filling out your notes is to think of one question that you can ask your classmates and one statement you have about the video, about the solar system, about planets. So keep thinking of that while you're watching this and filling out your notes.
Is all the stuff held sway by the sun's gravity? The sun itself, planets, moons, asteroids, comets, dust, and very thin gas. If you took a step back, well, a few trillion steps back, and looked at it from the outside, you might define the solar system as the sun. That's because the sun
I'm going to go ahead and ask you some of the questions that are on your Cornell notes that you should have written down when we watched the video. So I'm going to start with, under the planets category, what shape is the orbit of the planets and what causes the orbit?
The shape is the ellipses and gravity causes.
Perfect. And I'm going to open the floor for anybody that has a question to ask their peers, and if anyone has a statement that they would like to share that they found interesting or they didn't know. So who has a question? Amber,
How many planets are in the solar system?
who wants to answer that?
There's 9.
9.
Well, 8.
8. And what's the question below 9?
Pluto.
Correct. Does anyone to move on the iPads, we're going to go to the NASA app. I have already started our classmobile, and I have the first 5 planets. So we're going to do the last 3. So let's go through the planets so that you guys can decide which ones you're going to do. So this is the sun. What's our first one?
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter,
Okay, so what are the last 3 we're going to do?
Saturn, Uranus, Neptune.
Good job. So on the iPad, you're going to open the NASA app, and it'll come up on this screen. If it asks if you would like to get notifications, click don't allow. You're going to go to the featured button, and then the interactive image. And then out here you can see Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. We're not doing Pluto because it's a dwarf planet. So you're going to click the one that you're working on, and it's going to bring you all these facts. On your yellow note card, I'm going to write down some things that I would like you to find in the facts. Go through the NASA app, find your information. What you're going to do with your spheres is you're going to color them to look kind of like the planet. It's a little bit difficult. Bring them to me, and I'm going to hairspray them to seal the color on. So take a few minutes to do that, and then you're going to present them when you're done. So you have the largest one, so you're going to do Saturn. Amber, Maddie, you can do either Uranus or Neptune. And I don't have the rings for you to color, but I'll attach it when I put them up in the field. Finishing up, is anyone close enough to done that they can present? Amber, okay, come on up. I want you to share just 2 of the facts on your card and show us your planet.
So this is my planet. I did Uranus. And for the relative position and size, it is larger than the inner belt planets, but smaller than Jupiter. And it's also the second farthest from the sun, but closer than Neptune. And for the moons and rings, it has both moons and rings, but they're too dark to see from the Earth.
Perfect. Quick, your homework, I want you to, in your training manual packet, which is the big thing that I gave you, I want you to fill out the sun page, Mercury, and Venus, because those are the things we're going to hit on tomorrow, really spend our time focusing on them. So that'll be your homework, and then for your ticket out the door, I want you to do a KWL, and you need to fill out every column. So today for the L will be something that you learned today that you didn't previously know. And that'll be your ticket out the door before you can go to lunch and recess.